What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Gettle Toyota of Charlotte County with this brand new 2024 Toyota Tundra. Now this is the Capstone trim I-Force Max, so we have the hybrid and the most luxurious trim that Toyota Tundra builds. And today I'm going to take you on a full review of this vehicle, starting right up front as far as the design, engine, capacities, interior technology, and the test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that subscribe button, give me the like, and turn on that bell notification ring bell. And now let's get back to this. So when you ask people from around the world what's the most American thing they can think of, they usually go somewhere like blue jeans, hamburgers, and pickup trucks. And you might say, Matt, why are you talking about Toyota Tundra, which is Japanese manufacturers, and American in the same sentence? Well, that's because this is one of the most American trucks. It's made here, it's assembled here in San Antonio, Texas. It's got over 66% of all American part content, 15% is Japanese, and the rest from all over the world. So it makes it more American than the Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado and such. And let's take a look and see what we have. Now, Toyota's been making Tundras for almost 25 years. 1999 they started. They introduced it for 2020 or 2000 model year. Now we're in 2024. So let's take a look. I like the design of it. They redesigned it a couple years ago, so no changes for this year as far as the design. It might be a little trim here and there that's slightly different, but no major changes at all. Now this particular one is the I-Force Max, which is the hybrid engine, and we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. I love the grooves of it, kind of the V-shaped grooves in the middle. The lower portion, middle portion right here is lower than the rest of it, and you have all LED lights right here. Those are the self-leveling lights. They also include the turn signals and the LED daytime running lamps. You have some open spaces here for better aerodynamics, and of course this huge grille. Now on the Capstone you have this satin chrome inserts with a piano black, huge Toyota logo with the blue inlays Tundra spelled out in here, a set of fog lamps, and everything else is covered with the same paint as the rest of the vehicle. Looking pretty good. Well, if you want to find out what powers up this thing, let's pop the hood and find out. And I can already hear some people saying, well, if it doesn't have a V8 or a diesel, it's not the real truck. And maybe so, but Toyota decided otherwise, and they put a 3.5-liter turbocharged V6 in it, assisted by the electrical motor that's wedged in between engine and the transmission. So it is a hybrid system. And we have a total output of 437 horsepower and 583 foot-pounds of torque. It's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission with sequential shifts. And don't get me wrong, the hybrid here is for performance rather than efficiency, because the gas mileage is about 19 and 23, so not the best. As far as the rest of underneath the hood here, we have the hood strut, we have some sound insulations. Overall, a good looking hood compartment. It is a very cool truck, very cool looking truck, and I've always been a fan of Toyota. But is it a real truck, or is it a real work truck, as some people might call it? It's perfect. I mean, if you want to go camping, if you want to go around town, tow a boat maybe, but can you utilize it and take it on the job site and put some heavy stuff in here? Well, let's talk about some of the capacities in it. We'll talk the dimensions of the vehicle. 236 inches long. It's about 78 inches high and just over 80 inches wide. It has about 8.5 inches of ground clearance. But what's important for people to consider it a work truck are two things, really. It's the payload, and that means what you can put in the bed, all the cargo and all the passengers in the cab. Add all that weight together, and that's your payload. So with the Capstone, the payload is not that greatest. It's 1485 versus the highest payload on the Toyota Tundra is on the regular SR5, which is up to 1900 pounds. Also, as far as towing, this one can tow up to 10,340 pounds versus that Tundra SR5 can tow up to 12,000 pounds. So you need to kind of figure out of what you need it for. Now, 10,000 pounds is still a lot. It can pull a nice size trailer, nice size boat. So, I mean, don't be discouraged by it if you are shopping for one. But within the competition of a half-ton truck, such as the F-150 Silverado, Sierra, and the Ram 1500, this is probably towards the bottom of it. If you don't need it, that's perfect. Just be aware of it. The bed is also 5.5 foot on this particular one. You can also get a 6.5 foot, but no 8-foot bed option is available. Well, as far as the wheel and tires, we have the 22-inch wheels. This is nice design on the wheels. I have the dual color wheels with a little bit of the polished aluminum, kind of this gunmetal gray. And then the size of the tires, we have 265 by 50 is the size of it. Everything around this vehicle is painted the same color as the vehicle with some addition of chrome. So you have the mirror caps, that's chrome, and the bottom of it is piano black. You have the turn signal in here, and here you have the smart entry system. The mirrors unfold, you can see the blind spot assist, and there's a camera underneath here too for your 360. Capstone right here on the trim piece at the bottom. You also have some chrome at the bottom of the windows as well, and this one has the extendable power running boards or side steps, so it can make it easier for you to get in and out of the vehicle. Door handles are in this chrome, both in the front and rear, and as you can see, you have the separation between the cab and the bed, because it is a body on frame design. So yeah, it is a real truck as far as that. You have your gas cap right here, and let's take a look at what's going on in the bed. Check it out. What we have here are the large fully LED lights, and that's of course just your tail lights, turn signals, and brake lights right here. You also have some illumination right on top of the cab, alongside with 2 cameras, one for what's going on in the bed, and one, this is for your digital mirror. You also have the backup camera that's right here in this door handle, chrome door handle with the Toyota kind of stamped in here. You also have a Tundra stamped into the rear tailgate, and this one has these chrome or satin chrome inlays in here. 4x4, you have the 4 and 7 pin connector. We already talked about towing here, and that's of course is 10,380 pounds on this one, and you have some steps that are built into the bumper. But if you wanted the additional step, let's check this out. First of all, you can open the gate the regular way, pull on the handle right here, it's going to open, or you can press the button in the light, and what happens is it has a soft opening gate, as well as it has the step that retracts from here, so we can get inside and see what's going on. All right, we're going to start this bed tour actually right on top of here. So you have the 2 cameras over here, some illumination. You also have this back glass that slides open and nicely bed-lined area. Now, if you're looking for dimensions, like I said, 5.5, you know, as far as the length. But you also have a full 48 inches between the wheel wells and here. You also have some illumination inside of here. And on one side, you have this power outlet. And that is, let's see what it is. It says 120 volts, 400 watts, or 100 watts. So let's take a look. Illumination on the other side. You have some U-shaped connectors. So if you want to put some cargo organizing in here, and Tundra spelled out right on top of the gate. And as always, guys, we're going to start this interior tour with the rear door panel. So right on top, you have the manual sunshade that retracts if you don't need it. And then you have some soft touch materials. You have some aluminum looking trim. I believe underneath here is where the ambient lighting is. We're going to check that out. You have the white and black. This is the colors of the seats. Well, till you see those. And American walnut trim. This is the real deal. Down underneath, you have a little bit more storage at the bottom of the door, and this aluminum looking speaker cover. Now, let's see what we have for passengers on the inside. Look at those seats, guys. Nice, soft leather seats. Now, this is the semi-annealing leather, the same thing as you find on Lexus models. I'm going to take the seat belts off so I can show you that it does have the foldable armrest with the cup holders right here. But overall, tons of room for passengers. I'm going to actually get in there and see what it is. But before I do that, let's continue in the back here. So first of all, you have a little bit of storage in the seat backs. You have this middle console that have cup holders. They have vents. You have the heated, ventilated seats, and you also have the USB Type A, USB Type C, regular household power outlet. Then, of course, you do have a slight bump in here. And right on top, you also have a panoramic sunroof. So let's see, the bottoms of the seats. See if we can open this up. Well, on the regular Tundra, I have some storage in here, but because there are batteries that hide underneath here, that storage is gone. Let's see if we have something in the back. You can also fold the back of the seat, and yeah, you have the JBL speaker, and you can also hide a little bit of stuff behind the seats here as well. As I said, this is half open, so you have this fresh air coming into the cabin as well. Let me see if I can fit in there. Well, to get inside of here, it's really easy to do, especially with the side steps over here, the grab handle, and my goodness, I have tons of room. Really do. I mean, plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room, super nice and comfortable. And look at the knee room right here. I have this much in front of my knees. Before I would hit this front seat, which is adjusted to my regular sitting position, I am almost 6 feet tall, like 5'11" and a half. So tons of room in here. 3 people can really sit comfortably in the back. And as always, before we get inside, let's take a listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. Nice, solid, heavy. All right, so you have the side step that retracts as you get inside, and of course we have the same configuration as we in the back as far as the colors and the materials used. So you have some soft touch materials all over the place. You also have your window mirror lock controls, 2 memory seat settings, a bit more storage at the bottom of the door, some illumination at the bottom, and the seat is adjusted several different positions right here. Ooh, look at this. All right, you have the tie support over here. Okay, you can lift it up, put it back in. Love these seats. Probably one of the most comfortable seats that I've ever been in. The leather feels absolutely great. They're of course heated and ventilated seats right here in the front as well as in the back, as you can see, and they have just the right support for the regular size adult. You have the grab handle as you get in on the left hand side. Wow, look at these buttons. Let's see what we have. So here's the light in the back. You have to set up the automatic lights. This is where you open the gas tank. Here's your dimmer, odometer, trip, rear parking sensors, and you can open this manually as far as the side steps. Look, boom, close it, open it the way you want it. I put it in auto, and then you have the heated steering wheel, and you can turn on that 120 volt outlet. Now the steering wheel, tilt and telescoping. Now let me jump inside. I'll show you the rest of this cool interior. So this is the interior of this 2024 Toyota Tundra Capstone, the most luxurious models that they made, and it shows. Let's start right on the side in here. I like those vents over here. They're nice, big, rugged looking, powerful. Yet in the middle here, you have this real American walnut trim piece. You have some leather wrapping over here as well as on the sides of the doors, really nicely connecting with it. This is all soft material right on top of here. You have a little bit of storage and an additional power outlet. You have a speaker right here and a 10-inch head-up display grab handle, another JBL speaker. This one has the JBL stereo. And scrolling down here, you have the large truck size steering wheel, fat bottom one, right? You have the stitching over here, this golf ball kind of texture on the side for better grip, and of course you have a bunch of buttons. So on the left hand side we have the volume control, voice control, and then we control several different things that are going on inside of the instrument cluster, which we're going to take a look next. Now you have the adjustments for the gap as far as the dynamic cruise control between you and the car in front of you. You have the lane keep assist, different modes for your stereo, also the seek and track buttons, and the Toyota logo. 12.3-inch fully digital display. Let's see what we have. I like this. This is nice and rugged looking. So first of all, you have the speedometer right in the middle, digital display. You can see the speed limit is 40 in this field. I don't know how they know that. And right at the bottom, you can see the battery voltage. You have the oil level. And then you have the, actually this is the low oil temperature, I believe. And on the other side you have the fuel gauge and the temperature. Now 13 miles on this brand new vehicle, so we're not going to beat on it. And let's see what else we can customize here. 75 degrees outside, 11:45. Compass, radio or music. Okay, we have the trailer, no trailer selected, so trailer brake control is not enabled. Now we have the lane departure warning, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, parking sensor, rear cross traffic alert. HUD, head-up display, sign recognition, customized right side. Oh, customized right side, meaning customized right side of this, right? Let's see. Okay, can we do that? There you go. You can have the boost gauges pitch and roll if we didn't want it. So that's a really nice thing. I'm actually going to leave that here. Then we can go down, trailer settings, trailer light check. Oh, so you don't have to have anyone in the back saying, hey, okay, lights are working. You can do it yourself from here. How cool is that? All right, let's go back here. We have the display settings. Hold it, language, units, speed meter. That's it, but that's looks like it's the only display that's available. Pop-up display, navigation, telephone, audio operation, volume operation. Okay, so if it's an important message, it's gonna go on top of everything that you see. I like that. Instrument cluster, very nice. But here, in the heart of it, you have the 14-inch screen, and we've seen it on many other Toyotas. This is the new infotainment system. I like it. The only thing, I mean, I would like to have an actual navigation on the hard drive. I know Toyota says it's easier to get it cloud-based because you get the updates right away. But what if you don't have the phone signal? Okay, so you can subscribe to it if you want to. You have the JBL steer. Sounds absolutely amazing. I'm sorry I can't really show it to you because of the YouTube copyright policies. But you have the FM, AM, Sirius XM. You can also stream from your phone if you'd like to. Wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto are available on this one. Trip information, vehicle alert. Let's see the settings. Personal info, Bluetooth devices, general display, sound, media, vehicle customize lights. Okay, this is the regular lights, door control, boarding and exit, climate, several different items that you can customize here. I was kind of looking for the ambient light. I didn't see any settings on it. Anyways, scrolling down here, you have this big knob. This is your power and volume knob. You have some rubber on the side here wrapped with it, so even if you have gloves on, you can actually use it. And you have the dual zone climate control here. So you have the auto settings, fan settings, sync mode. You have the ventilation for the seats, heating for the seats, several shortcut buttons for the climate control. This is where you start the vehicle. Here's your trailer control, and then you enable this, disable it. There's the view. All right, you can see that. Seen that on the Lexuses before. Can I move it? No, but it's moving by itself. You can stop it if you like that angle. Turn it off. But since we're here, put it in reverse. Okay, and this is what you get. Very nice, very nice. Gives you a top-down view on the right-hand side and gives you different trajectory lines right here in the back. You can also select from several different views. Look at this, a front view camera. This is the side towards the back. Is your bed cab, right? So we can see what's going on in the back. The guides. I actually have the auto guides right here too, right? Oh yeah, we can turn all of them on, some of them on, or none of them on. So at least they give you the opportunity to do that. I like that. I like that camera. Look at this bad cam. See, if you're transporting a grill and you don't want to lose it, you can turn it on, make sure that it's all there. But don't put people in the bed. I see people driving an I-75 in the truck beds. That's crazy. Dangerous. Don't do it. Okay, put it back in park. Right here, we have the traction control. You can turn that off. You have your hazard lights. You can even wirelessly charge your phone. So wireless phone charger, parking brake, brake hold, regular shifter. And here, this is you can put it in the two-wheel drive high as it is right now, and switch it, put it in four-wheel drive low, if you were doing some off-roading, or push it, switch it to four-wheel drive high. Here's your drive modes. Okay, let's take a look and let's see what's going on. I like those. In the instrument cluster, you select the drive mode. You have the Eco, Normal, and Sport. So Sport gives you the most power. Normal kind of turns everything off, right? And Eco, it turns back the engine and the transmission back on. I'm not sure what that does, but the animation is here. Maybe you can figure it out. It just shows you what it does. But okay, so you also have the tow and haul mode. that we enabled right now. And right now it's a trailer backup guide. There are no safe trailers. If you have one, you can install it and it's going to give you that backup guide. I'm actually going to turn off the tow and haul mode, and we're going to do it in the sport mode as far as the test drive, because like I said, the hybrid is here for performance, not the efficiency. And now here is a huge area where you can store stuff in here. Okay, but before we get to it, look at this, cup holders. And I really do like this trim. This is the real walnut trim. Very luxurious. Stuff that nobody wants you to see is right here. USB Type-C, USB Type-A. Here's your first aid kit. And if you don't want to open the whole thing, you can just slide this portion open. And this is your little drawer for anything. Change maybe. Okay, right on top, we have the frameless mirror. And this is the digital mirror, so you can turn that on. See that second camera that I showed you? That's basically for here. That shows you what's going on. You also have the home link system here, and these are your adjustments for the mirrors. This is a sign, like a little warning sign. Don't turn it off or don't take it off until you read it, because it says that Toyota's tracking you. Here's where you open that or slide down that rear glass. This is for your panoramic sunroof. Let's actually see how big it is, because it is pretty darn big. For a pickup truck, come on. How big it is. Tons of room. The front panel opens up as well. You know, slide that open. Let some air in, let some light in. You have some windscreen here, very nice. This is where you control the lights on the inside, and you can ask for help with the SOS button. Here's your illuminated mirrors. I love the interior of it. See, when they want to, they can do it without going to the Lexus trim. Great job, Toyota. Well, let's talk about pricing. Well, let's take it for a spin. Well, guys, before we take it for a spin, as always, let's take a look at what we have as far as the pricing. So 2024 Tundra, there's a Tundra and there's the Tundra iForce Max, which is the hybrid one. We're going to focus on the iForce Max, but I only want to mention that Toyota Tundra for 2024 starts at $39,965, of course, plus destination is bare bones, basically. So about $40,000. Well, this one, let's go jump right into the Capstone. Base MSRP, $78,845. Okay, we have a couple things added onto it as far as the 2 years worth of service, the smart LED ambient lighting, which I can't find, and the phone cable charging package. Total MSRP with the delivery and processing, $81,922. So $82,000 for the most expensive one. But it doesn't have to be that bad. Plus, you know, I can already hear that. Some people will say, well, the truck's not worth more than $60,000. Guess what? Toyota's got some people that are working for them, that do the market research, that see what the competition is pricing, and I think it's priced accordingly. Would I want it to be $60,000? Would it prompt me to buy it? Maybe, but listen, it is what it is. I can't change it. I don't sell them. I don't get offended if you disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. So the hybrid, the iForce Max, starts with the limited, and that starts at $57,625, and the second trim is the Platinum. That starts at $65,705, $66,405. I think that's my favorite trim. That's the 1794 edition, and the TRD Pro, $72,130, and then we have the Capstone starting at $78,845. So different trims have different features. If you want something for $60,000, maybe go for the limited or Platinum. That's going to be pretty close to it. It's not going to have a lot of those fancy amenities, but maybe you don't need it. Take it for a spin. Let's start off right here in this grassy area, because that's where this vehicle really feels at home, off the beaten path. And you know, it handles it with ease. This one has the 22-inch wheel, so obviously this is not the off-road oriented vehicle. However, for the regular, like going to the job site or a campsite, or you know, even taking it off the beaten path and going exploring a little bit, this is a perfect vehicle for it. Now you can go for the TRD Pro, which has that more of a off-roady feel. It has the beefed up suspension that's raised up a little bit, so it definitely is going to give you the ability to do some serious off-roading with that as well. Now, as far as on the road manners of this vehicle, we're gonna check that out in just a little bit. It has the feel of almost like an LX Lexus, like the older generation, like the LX 570 or the old Toyota Land Cruiser. And it is a V6, even though the other ones were V8s with this big heavy engine in the front. Well, those days are over. We have the V6. I think it gives you plenty of power because it beats that previous generation V8 in both torque and horsepower. It doesn't beat much as far as the gas savings, which I know a lot of people were complaining about. But I mean, if you're getting a large truck, okay, because this is a large truck, and you intend to use it for work, I mean, unfortunately, that's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get a Prius mileage in a half-ton pickup truck. So check this out, guys. We're gonna stop right here. Okay, we're at 0. Let's go. Did you hear that? Did you hear that wheel spin? This is on rear-wheel drive right now. No issue getting it up to speed. Like I said, it's 5.7 seconds 0 to 60 on the big pickup truck. I'm liking it. There's a lot of power, you know, to the wheels. It feels solid. It feels like it's built solid. I have a good visibility, including this rear view mirror that's all digital, and plenty of room, very comfortable seatings. I have all of the appointments of a luxury vehicle in a pickup truck, and that's, I know a lot of people like that. Again, a very nice acceleration. Loving this V6 hybrid. Great. What do you think, guys? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the 80 grand? Now, considering, I mean, I'm not saying whether you can afford it or you want to spend that kind of money, but considering other options that are out there, and we're talking the F-150, maybe the GMC Sierra, or you look at the Ram 1500 and the higher trims, I mean, they top off, you know, close to 100 grand. So that's definitely not priced out of the market. And as long as people are buying them, I think that's, you know, an indication that that Toyota has done the research as far as the pricing. So guys, is it a real pickup truck? You let me know in the comment section below. I really want to hear it. To me, it would be a real pickup truck, but I don't have a construction company. I don't really tow anything. I don't have any heavy stuff that I need to carry in the bed. For some of you, it might be a completely different story, but for those of you who are saying that it doesn't have enough payload or towing capacity, maybe go for the SR5. If that's not enough for you, then there's definitely some of the heavy-duty options that are available from the domestic trucks. Also, I believe the Titan has the heavy-duty option. But this one is not bad for the everyday use, or maybe for the boss or the owner of the company. It's well appointed. It's got all the luxury amenities that you would like on the luxury vehicle in the pickup truck. And I think there's a lot of customers that appreciate that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and you learned one or two things. And if you did, then I've done my job. So help me grow this channel. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and turn on that bell notification ring bell. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.